Oh, excellent.
Except be brief.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Okay. So I'm here with Jolanda Castagna, the founder of Akka Kappa, and today we will be discussing the Relocation Management Service. So hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. So tell me what a relocation consultant does in Accra.
So think of the relocation consultant as the go-to person for everything about moving to Accra, all the information, all the stuff that you need. So not just finding a house or sorting out your visa headaches, but everything from school search, medicals, which clinics do we go to, what are the restaurants, the supermarket, how do I get my Ghana card, and so on. So really everything. So the finding of the home is just one part of it.
So let's go a little bit deeper into the service. What are some of the advantages of using this consultant?
Right, so first of all, the relocation consultant helps smoothing out all the rough edges of moving to a new country. But the biggest advantage is not only for the individual and his or her family, but for the corporate client. Because if a relocation is successful, the assignee is productive from day one. If the relocation is not successful, what happens is that the family is not happy, that has an effect on the assignee, and if the relocation goes bad, it means a lot of investment for the company, because relocating people, it's a lot of cost.
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen a lot of families and companies relocate. What are some of their biggest issues as expats moving to Accra specifically?
Well, first of all, one of the biggest issues is to start creating, a community around themselves, finding friends and people that they can, that help. Yes, exactly, and that they help, settling and finding their way and be comfortable here. And the second thing that I will say is being comfortable with the health system. That's still a concern and so on. With the schools, things are easier. I mean, there is a variety now, international schools, so that is no longer the main challenge. But yes, finding friends and the health system are the two that, leave them a bit concerned.
Yeah, I love that. What makes Akka Kappa the go-to company in Accra?
Well, so first of all, moving from Europe or from the US to Ghana is a whole different ball game, right? And you have to find a new house, you find yourself in a new job with new colleagues, new environment, your family don't know where they are, new schools, and you don't have your relatives or your friends here. So it can be overwhelming. So the advantage that we bring is that we hold your hand from the moment you decide to move to Ghana all the way you settle in and beyond. And when I say that is because, for instance, you are assigned to Ghana, you are taking the decision whether you want to take up the position or not. We have the first virtual online session where I explain what Ghana is like, what to expect, the first part of the important things that you need to know. And I use an example. If you or one of your children have a medical condition, what is the support that you get here? Do you find all the medication if you are on, specific medication? So it is better if you bring your medication with you for a certain period of time. A bit of everything that that maybe in Europe you have very handy, and here it might be a bit more complicated to get, or you find other products that are not the same. So that's one of the things. So real advantage is to take you through the entire relocation all the way till you're settling in, and then we remain the main support for everything within the house and also anything else that you may need beyond that.
I love that. Would you say your move to Ghana inspired this service? What was your experience like moving to Accra?
All right, that was 30 years ago. And Ghana was a totally different place. Definitely not developed, really underdeveloped. And if I look back now, it was really rough, right? I came with 2 young children. I didn't speak the language. My first maid was speaking French.
Wow.
So that was adding to the challenge, exactly. And it would have been great to have some help because, it was really, you are there, sort yourself out. So with time, as the company grew and our clients expressed, their challenges and needs and so on, then it became like I cannot do rentals and helping people find their home without giving all the rest of the service. So initially it was just like, done on a friendly basis. Okay, so look, if you want to go to a restaurant, that's a nice place. For grocery shopping, go there. That doctor is very good. But then I realized that if you do it to a real professional level, you deliver a much valuable service. And in Ghana, it's not very prominent, let's say, in terms of service, but in the US, in Europe, it is, in East Europe, China, it is a very big industry. I didn't know, but I'm discovering more and more about it. So Ghana is ready for it.
Amazing, amazing. So as a female in a very male-driven industry, real estate, construction, and all of that, what drives you and where do you get this passion from?
That's a very nice question because that brings somebody else in. So, first of all, I married a civil engineer. So, brick and mortar have been in our conversation all the times. And we moved to Ghana because Jimmy took a position as a project manager for, at the time, in 1995, the tallest office building in Accra. So, there I really saw how the construction industry and so is. And then more and more building coming up, and I got a position as a chief property consultant for one of the biggest developers. And that's how I started in real estate. But when I moved away from that, I said, no, it's more on a one-on-one service. You are helping somebody either finding the home of like an investment or find a home in Ghana. So that's how then I brought in all the other services, but I think the main passion is helping people.
Yes.
That's number one.
Yes.
Then it happens to be in real estate, which I love, and Ghana has seen great changes in 30 years. So that's my passion.
Well, you do it quite effortlessly, and I've enjoyed working with you and your team. So
thank you guys. There is no effort because there is the passion behind, but of course I can assure you that there is a lot of effort to deliver. So
Okay, so with different people, with different companies, how do you adapt or readjust your service to suit them?
All right, so every organization has its needs, so are specific, and then the various families, individuals and their families have additional needs, or you need to adjust your service. So as we grew into this, we kept bringing in additional I would call them services or support actually, to make sure that anything that has to do with moving to Accra is smooth. Let's use an example. When you go to a new country, the first thing that you need is a SIM card. How does it work here? If you arrive prepared and okay, I just have to go there, and that's the service one of the services that we give you. Or the currency, where do I go and change my currency? At the hotel or outside the airport? And what can my children do during the weekend? I mean, these are things that in Europe probably, or in the US, you live in a community, you know already everything. And if you move to another community, the pattern is more or less the same. Here you need to know people, you need to know the places. So that's, that's an evolving system. And actually, this year we started last year, but we launched this year. Okay. We created this Aqua Kappa handbook.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, this was a whole lot of work. So we put together information about everything in Accra, from the neighborhoods to what is the security like here, and what should you watch out for? What is the culture? Why do you greet people in a certain way? You come from Europe and you see how the handshake is, and you can't repeat it because you have to exercise and practice until you're perfect. What is the climate like?
Yes.
You come here, you think it's hot, right? It's hot here, but It's very hot. It's beyond that. So
Images.
not everybody is prepared, and some people really struggle. That is one of the things. So this has been a lot of work. Has information about the school, information about how you get your Ghana card, how you get. But you can make use of the book, but we give you all the service. So you need us to do all your registration locally. We handle that. Do you want also immigration service or removals of your furniture from where you are to Ghana? We help you with that. And the house search, all the repairs in the house. So it's really a comprehensive service.
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop for
One-stop shop.
relocation.
And the nice thing is that in the end, because you support the client from the very beginning, you become friends. So we have clients that refer so many other clients. With Jolanda, with Akka Kappa, I had a good experience. You should try, and that keeps bringing the most of our clientele.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. So I'm going to squeeze one last question in there. How do expats or anyone who's trying to contact Akka Kappa for this service, how do they contact you? What's the best way?
Well, we are on all the social media platform.
Yes.
We have a very nice website, and we advertise out there.
Yeah.
And then of course we have the hotline and so on.
Yes.
But just call Akka Kappa.
Yeah.
Call Jolanda. I'm here. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
you.
Always nice seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again.
Let me say that again. Management program. Okay.
Not service, management service.
Management service.
Yes.
Relocation Management
Management
Service.
service. Yeah. Okay.
We have been here for a very long time, and so if the thing was scrolling, I could read, but the thing.
I flew naturally before.